I'm Broderick Greer, one of the clergy at St. John's Cathedral, and I'm joined by Larry Kueter, a longtime member. Larry, thank you so much for being with us today.
Glad to be here.
So Larry, you've been a member at St. John's for a very long time, and I would love to just hear a little bit about your journey to St. John's, what keeps you here, and what excites you about the future at St. John's.
Sure. I came to St. John's at a time that Peter Eaton was becoming the dean. There was an opportunity to hear the Archbishop of Canterbury preach at a service, and my late wife and I were looking for a new Episcopal church, and I thought, well, that would be a good time to check this place out, and we picked up the membership papers on the way out the door.
Wow.
So it was obvious after a little searching that this is the place that we wanted to be, and we stayed because it was a welcoming place. We were kind of passive members of the church for the first few years until I got asked to be involved in the lease of the parking lot with Argonaut, and if I would volunteer some time, and that led to kind of a middle period here, being on the vestry and then senior warden for the last 2 years of Peter being dean and the very beginning of the new search. And then I remarried, and Rebecca Richardson and I got married here. So Cathedral has been just a central part of my life for that almost 25 years now.
Wow.
And what I've seen during that time has always been a welcoming place, a place of to exercise your faith. People who have become close friends, become part of that community, and a place that now has more activity and more energy than I've seen in all that time. So it's a wonderful place to come on Sundays and see the kids and the crowds of people and the friends. And it wasn't that it wasn't like that, it's just that it's gotten better over time. So this is the best version now of the cathedral that I've seen in my life here.
Wow. And I love something that you said a little bit earlier, Larry, about, well, two things that you said. One, about fixing a parish or a physical plant as opposed to improving it. I would love to hear a little bit more about that.
Well, I've always felt that this was a healthy place and a vibrant, viable place, but it wasn't ever a parish that had to be fixed. And you see other churches in Capitol Hill during the time that I've been here that have closed during that time. But places are always places to improve, and we have in this stage of our lives here multiple stewardship obligations. One of those is the capital campaign, so that the facility, the windows, and All Souls Walk are in a place to pass on to the next generations. But while you're doing that, you also need to do the day-to-day things, the year-to-year things, and to keep the place vibrant for kind of our current parish and the one that's coming in just a year or two. And so you have to take both a long view, and the capital campaign is an example of that, but you also have to take kind of a shorter view of, you live life, you go to the grocery store every week. And here at the cathedral, you need a budget for the clergy, the staff, to keep the place running. And this fall stewardship season is the part of the second of those.
Wow. And another thing that you said that I really appreciated, besides the fixing and improving, is this sense that, and you just said this sense of passing on St. John's to other generations, that in your time here, you've benefited from the people that came before you, and now you're benefiting the people that will come after you. I would love to hear about that too.
Well, I think it's the critical stewardship obligation of any parish is to have the place available for future generations. And I think for a cathedral that's in the heart of the city like this, it's even more important. We don't know generations from now what the need is, except that we know you need a place that is physically capable of having people worship and come and community activities. And so you just have to take what prior generations gave us and pass that on. And when that happens, sometimes what gets passed to you needs some fixing to pass on to the next generation. So you know your obligation is to take care of that. And we've benefited from past generations, and we're going to, I think, we've handled this 20 years plus that I've been at the cathedral, we've handled it well in what the cathedral is going to be. I think we're spending time and energy doing that. So I'm pretty proud of this place for that.
And we're proud of you, Larry, and we are so grateful for your presence, for your wisdom, for taking care of such a precious place and community and ensuring that future generations have the same gift. So thank you.
Yes, well, you're welcome. It's a joy to be here.